It's another delicious day here in the Let's Make Food from Food Kitchen, and today we're gonna get bacon. We're not bacon, baking. Bacon's good, but get your mind on the stuff here, not pork, okay? So we're gonna make some cranberry cookies, okay? The process is a little different for this one than just your throw it all together cookies. We are going to put our 3 eggs in our mixing bowl here in our stand mixer along with the sugar, and we're gonna beat that for 5 to 7 minutes. It's gonna double in size, give or take a smidge, before we add in the rest of the ingredients a little bit at a time. That is going to be what acts as our leavening. So don't skip this first part or you're gonna have like weird flat cookies that might taste okay. I don't know, I've never screwed them up, so I don't know. Okay, so what we wanna do is put our 3 eggs and our sugar. This is 1 cup of cane sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar into our bowl, and then we're going to mix it. So let's do that first. There's our sugars. That was kind of a clump. There's our 3 eggs. Okay, we're just gonna close this, lock it down, and start it on medium-low. Once it's combined and isn't gonna puff up, I'm gonna turn it down to a medium. I'm going to set a timer and let that go for 5 to 7 minutes. Here's about 2 minutes in. You can see it's lightening up and getting thicker. Okay, so this should drizzle nicely like that when you've thickened it enough. And we're going to toss in our softened butter, not melted, just softened. If I can get this last little bit out of here. That was really blurry, sorry. Okay, and then our vanilla. Okay, we're gonna beat it for 2 more minutes. Okay, now I am going to lift this back up. Do you see how that is? Perfect. So I need about a tablespoon of orange zest. Wash your orange, not with soap, just rinse it. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this off so that I don't, there we go. And I'm just estimating here, eyeballing it. You can go a little heavier if you want a heavier orange flavor, but I don't feel like I need to do that. So I'm just gonna put some in here. It's gonna give it a nice flavor and aroma. It already smells good. This is gonna be my snack when I'm done making these cookies, because I shouldn't eat the cookies. Of course I'm gonna taste one, but you know. I have to go to the gym instead of eating cookies. All right, and there is our orange zest in our bowl. Next, I'm going to add my salt and the flour, and I'm not going to beat this in. We are done actually with the mixer. Okay, all that's left is the flour and the cranberries. And the cranberries, those are fresh cranberries. They need to either be cold or frozen. Okay, those are cold, they're not frozen. Okay, and I'm just mixing this in. And I don't want to over stir it, so I'm going to go ahead and pour in the cranberries now so that it all comes together, okay? So now I'm just kind of folding it all together, and I just want to get it to the point where there's no dry flour anywhere. I should have already said this. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees and I have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Okay, this is where we're gonna double check and make sure that there's no flour hiding kind of down at the bottom. Everything looks good. So that means I'm ready to start spooning it onto my cookie sheet. I'm gonna grab that, rinse my hands, and here we go. Okay, we need to bake these in batches, okay, because you don't wanna crowd these. They will spread some, and you don't want them to spread into each other, and then you're just going to have one giant ball of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do 6 cookies, okay, with an ice cream scoop. Try and get them about the same size. Okay, 16 to 18 minutes in the oven. You want them to get a little bit golden on the outside, but not too much. Then we're gonna pull them, let them rest for 5 minutes, then transfer them to a cooling rack and put in another batch. Here we go. Okay, we are putting our cookies here on my beautiful platter. Because presentation matters, in my opinion. It smells so good in here. Let's just go ahead and break that open. That is nice and even all the way through, which means the crumb didn't fall, kind of like bread. I love when cranberries hit the store. When you can make it into something that's sweet and still tart. It's so delicious. And it's not overly sweet. I know there's 2 cups of sugar in here, but because of how tart the cranberries are, it's not that sweet. It's so good. I love this so much. I'm just gonna take another bite, but I should wrap this up first. Thanks for joining me here today in the Let's Make Food from Food kitchen. As always, from my kitchen to yours, let's make food from food.
That's one boy puppy.